Hello everyone, welcome back to Lumus TCG. Hope you're ready for another deck profile. I'm bringing to you today my BlackWargreymon for BT12. Hope you're all going to enjoy it. It's going to be kind of a different style to what the Wargreymon was, and you can already tell by the eggs. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into it because that's how I like to watch my deck profiles. No fasting, no fluffing, just jumping in. Starting off with the eggs, we're running 4 of the BT9 Coromons. This to help the DP buff, as I feel like I would rather have this in my BlackWargreymon over my Wargreymon. I don't want to draw as much. My entire goal of BlackWargreymon is to control the game and the board and everything. So to that matter, we're running 4 BT12 Ogremons. Searching 4 is very nice. We grab a tie, which we do run in this, and a Greymon or an Omnimon. We're never going to grab the Omnimon because in this build I'm actually not running Omnimon ever, and that 1000 DP on both players' turns is going to help with the control aspect. 3 promo Ogremons in this build. Just like our Wargreymon X, I've not been missing it. I've bumped it down to make room for other ratios. This is actually where the 4th BT12 Ogremon came from, is by bumping this down by 1. So that, because that 1000 DP on both players' turns, I would rather have, and I don't mind digivolving to those Digimon into the back. We're running double BT8 Ogremon in this, because our end goal is our Megas, which are Dragonkins, and I would rather search them out. After all, the name of the deck is BlackWargreymon X, and he is our big go-to piece. Pairing it off with 4 BT9 Ogremon X antibodies. This will help us turn those BT8 Ogremons into red to help on Digivolve on top of. That being said though, it's not impossible, and searching for free to grab a Greymon as well as the X antibody option card is also very nice, as it is a lot more likely to be hit. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, that way you never miss a thing. On to our champions. We're running triple BT5 Greymon in this. The reduced Digivolution cost if we Digivolve on the field, as well as once again that inheritable of our turn 2000 DP if we need to swing into a Digimon. It's very nice, and I want to outpower and control. With the idea of the inheritables, we're running triple BT12 Greymon in this. This will help us Digivolve on top of the BT8 Ogremon as well, as we just look for an Ogremon in name. 1000 DP, but both players' turns can come up thanks to blocking and stuff. And we're Digivolving on the field to be able to play a tie for free is very nice. We also have triple Greymon X antibody from BT9. Just this is a go-to now. We would love to have 4 copies of BT11, but that got limited. The protection is very nice, and obviously to pair it off, we do have the 1 copy of the BT11 Greymon X antibody for that reduced Digivolution cost, as it really helps the deck. And I'm not surprised it got hit. I would love to see it come back one day. But Greymon probably is always going to get support, making it too strong. On to our ultimates though. Double Metal Greymon from BT8. The D-Digivolve and deletion I still like, helps control the field and it be able to attack unsuspended Digimon. Also helps, once again, the whole idea is to control the game for this deck. So I want the option to attack your unsuspended, I want to de-Digivolve, I want to take control of this battlefield. We do have 2 copies of Metal Greymon from BT12, so if we got Blocker up on it, we can get some of our Tamers played. The inheritable of Piercing if they've already got stuff suspended. Also, if we Digivolve on top of the Metal Greymon X antibody from BT11, it's a cost of 1, so even cheaper. So I'm running 2 of this and 2 of the BT8, so I have options. We are running 1 Alterius mode in this. Kind of pairs off as the 4th Greymon X antibody, which is inheritable. And also being able to delete a Digimon if we have a Tamer play is also very nice. 3 copies of BT11 Metal Greymon X antibody, still running this. Like I say, the entire idea of this deck is to control, so we can't have our DP reduced, can't be de-Digivolved, and then we get to delete a Digimon, and then trashing security when a Digimon gets unsuspended during our opponent's turn. Once again, just controlling the battlefield. We can play it slow if we want to with this card. We can just swing into our opponent's Digimon, unsuspend, trash, and just slowly go like that. This card will probably end up seeing a lot more play in Greymon decks when we get closer and closer to BT13 because of Shine Greymon. On to our Megas, I'm running a single copy of BT12 Wargreymon. Just a singular copy. Raid is very nice, being able to reboot for 1 turn. An attack target switch will unsuspend. I feel 1 copy is enough for now because we're not trying to like OTK. 2 BT8 BlackWargreymon. Tamers are around a lot this format. Between Hunters and Crossheart, we see a lot of Tamers, and even then there's a few other decks that are playing a lot of Tamers. So Tamer Destruction is very powerful. It always has been and probably always will be, especially as Tamers get stronger and stronger. And we're just seeing more Tamer reliant decks at the moment. So double BlackWargreymon. Also, this card is not as much as a pain to go into these days, because thanks to the BT12 tie, if we actually Digivolve into this and say we've got a memory setter, we can tap the tie, gain a memory back, so it's essentially only cost us 3, which is very nice, which means we get to keep it our turn. It is BlackWargreymon X Antibody, so we are running BlackWargreymon X Antibody. We're running him at 3. He is our main card we want to go into. It's what we'd like to see. He can just redirect, just on his own without having a blocker, got reboot, he's got everything you kind of want from him, and then be able to also delete Digimon when something becomes unsuspended, controlling once again the game board. Now we're not running any level 7s, so we're going straight on to our Tamers. 2 copies of Yuya. Just having 2 memory setters is nice, is how I feel. I was considering bumping this down to 1, but I just couldn't bring myself to it, would have been a memory setter, and just having 2 memory setters is nice, so there's always that chance it could be insecurity, you just never know. We are running 4 copies of BT12 tie, because we don't have the BlackWargreymon anymore, but with this card we can make any of our lines blocker, and that's what I want to make sure happens. I want to make sure we have blocker access at all times whenever we want, and also being able to gain a memory on top of that is very nice when we Digivolve into a Greymon of any kind. We are running 2 cool boys in this build. There's actually room for it. We actually want to see the X Antibody, and our main boss monster is an X Antibody Digimon, so we have that search potential is very nice. And there was a debate as before, while I was building the deck, if I wanted to run 3 of these and 3 of the BT12 ties, or 4 BT12 ties and 2 of this, and I eventually decided I wanted that blocker more, and that gaining a memory from a Greymon in general is going to come up a lot more often. On to our option cards. We're running 3 X Antibodies, because like I say, we want to get into that BlackWargreymon X. So being able to like swing with our ultimates, go into him, or even swing with the BlackWargreymon for the cost of 2, it's going to come up. We're probably going to see it between our 4 Orgamon X Antibodies and our 2 Cool Boys. We're probably definitely going to grab a piece, or maybe even security. And to round it all off, our last option card is double Hades Force. It's always going to be live in our mega lineup as for this deck. Tamer Destruction is insane. Also, we can delete Digimon with this, play cost of 13. There's a lot of options with this card, and having 2 of it can sometimes be the difference in security as well. Well, that is it for our BlackWargreymon X deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll catch you all on the next one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and until then, see you later.